Good Friday afternoon. Thanks for being with us on THV 11 News at noon. I'm Karen Fuller. Our top story today is already having ripple effects across the nation. The Supreme Court blocking President Biden's plan to forgive billions of dollars in loans for college students. And in another controversial ruling today, the justices find in favor of a business owner who refuses to offer her services to the LGBTQ population. Natalie Brand has the latest.
The Supreme Court has thrown out President Biden's student debt relief program that sought to forgive up to $20,000 in student loans for millions of Americans. The case was brought by Republican attorneys general who argued the plan exceeded the president's authority. The administration had argued it had the power to act during national emergencies such as the coronavirus pandemic.
The court said today in a 6-3 decision by the chief, no, this is a big program. You need specific authorization from Congress. You can't try and shoehorn it into waiver or modification in the HEROES Act.
The Supreme Court also weighed in on a case that pitted gay rights against a Colorado web designer's claims of free speech and religious beliefs.
The justices ruled 6-3 in favor of Lori Smith, who sued over a state law saying making wedding websites for same-sex marriages conflicts with her religious beliefs and Colorado's law violates her right to free speech.
There are some messages I can't create no matter who requests them.
Writing for the court, Justice Gorsuch cites First Amendment protection, saying Colorado seeks to force an individual to speak in ways that align with its views but defy her conscience about a matter of major significance. In her dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor wrote, for the first time in its history, the court grants a business open to the public a constitutional right to refuse to serve members of a protected class. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
Arkansas lawmakers are responding to the high court's rulings and other leaders. Attorney General Tim Griffin saying about the student loan decision, quote, Congress writes the laws and it's up to Congress to decide how to address student debt. The court's decision reaffirms that. And Arkansas Senator John Boozman echoing the sentiment saying, quote, this reckless plan wasn't authorized by Congress, but the solution to higher education affordability must include the legislative branch.
Well, the heat wave continues across the natural state. Here at the noon hour, our temperatures have risen into the upper 90s, and we still have several hours to go with continued warming expected. Here are the numbers. Right now, Little Rock sits at 98 degrees. We're at 93 in Conway and Searcy, 95 in Arkadelphia and Pine Bluff, but it feels so much warmer than that. 112 now the heat index value in the capital city, 116 currently in Camden. It is muggy outside and it'll continue to feel that way the rest of the day. It looks like we are on track to be in those triple digits yet again. A high this afternoon of 101 degrees. Excessive heat warnings now in effect for a large majority of Arkansas. All 75 counties under some level of a heat alert. We already have more of those issued for tomorrow, but relief is on the way. We have rain chances in your holiday weekend forecast. I've got information on that, as well as an update to your 4th of July forecast. That's all coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, Scott, thank you. A tech industry trade group is suing Arkansas to challenge a new state law requiring parents' permission for minors to create social media accounts. So as of right now, the law takes effect September 1st. It would also require social media companies to work with third-party vendors that would verify the ages of new users. Trade industry group NetChoice argues the law violates constitutional rights while singling out types of speech that would be restricted. NetChoice members include Facebook parent Meta, Twitter, and TikTok. Meantime, Governor Sanders is reacting to the news, saying she will hold big tech accountable, and that Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin, who is named as a defendant in the lawsuit, would successfully defend the law. You see Senator Boozman there, but it's Tim Griffin who will fight this case here in Arkansas. In the meantime, a child support case here in the natural state involving President Biden's son, Hunter, appears to be settled today. An agreement reached between Hunter Biden and the mother of his child requires Biden to pay an undisclosed amount of money to her each month until the child reaches age 18. The conclusion comes after the dispute began in May of 2019. THV 11 now knows how the community of Valonia plans to choose on whether to grant or deny a permit for a cryptocurrency mining facility. It came during a widely attended meeting Thursday night. THV 11's Ashley Godwin shows us the biggest complaint is about the noise.
I believe we should also look into denying you permanently.
Valonia's Planning Commission decided to pull the application for crypto mining in town, but that doesn't mean they won't consider the possibility for other contracts in the future.
We're just trying to open the state up so that these opportunities can happen. Whether or not that's a good fit for you all in your town, that's your decision to make.
A representative from the Arkansas Blockchain Council spoke to the commission about what crypto mining is and how it could work for Valonians.
Essentially, the entire machine is dunked underneath non-electric fluid, so there's no fan spinning, so there is literally no sound. So when I say I could put one of these right next to your bed and you'd never even know it as you were sleeping at night, I mean it.
And while cryptocurrency is off the table for the small city right now, some people wanted the commission to know their thoughts on the future of the industry.
Since there's been so many different states that have regulated or said that they couldn't be there anymore, that you would consider not allowing it at all.
So this is still a serious thing. If a crypto mine does come back, please insist on the liquid immersion cooling system, because then it would be quieter at least, and there would be less energy usage.
In Valonia, Ashley Godwin, THV 11 News.
Happening today, Arkansas is remembering the former state Supreme Court Justice Robin French Nguyen. Justice Nguyen died unexpectedly last week at the age of 70. This memorial service this morning at Pulaski Heights Methodist Church saw hundreds of people in attendance. The governor has ordered flags across the state to be flown at half-staff all day in his memory. The world of entertainment loses a popular actor. Alan Arkin has died. The wry character actor who demonstrated his versatility in comedy and drama received 4 Academy Award nominations and won 1 Oscar in 2007 for Little Miss Sunshine. In recent years, he starred opposite Michael Douglas in the Netflix comedy series The Kominsky Method. That role earned him 2 Emmy nominations. Alan Arkin was 89 years old. We are closing in on the 4th of July holiday weekend. It will be a very busy one on the waters in Arkansas. Game and Fish authorities say Arkansas waters could see 500,000 boats just this weekend. So as always, some common sense reminders to pay attention to your surroundings. Trey Reed with Game and Fish also reminds us don't boat and drive, and above all, wear your life jackets.
We have already had 24 boating accidents in Arkansas. 8 of those involve fatalities. So 1/3 of the accidents so far this year were fatalities. Many of those could have been prevented by wearing a life jacket.
Reed says they will be out enforcing the laws on the water in full force this coming holiday weekend. And this weekend, you'll also be hearing the sounds of fireworks probably as well. But before you put the match to the wick, there are some rules to know ahead of your celebrations. Some guidelines are more strict than others across the state. For example, in Little Rock and North Little Rock, the use of fireworks or celebratory gunfire is not allowed ever. Both are a violation of city code. Benton, however, has a pretty lenient times compared to other cities. Within city limits, you can start sparkling tomorrow through July 5th in the hours of 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in Benton. In Cabot, you can use fireworks the 4th through the 5th between the hours of 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. And as Skylar Henry reports now, medical professionals, as always, are urging fireworks caution.
My bones were broken.
This 4th of July holiday marks 1 year since Josh Beal was severely injured when a firework malfunctioned.
As soon as I lit the fuse, it went off. I mean, I couldn't even move. And it took the whole top of my hand off. And it got my ear.
There was blood everywhere.
Josh spent 8 days in a trauma center and needed 3 extensive surgeries.
It's the worst thing I've ever been through.
He had some really bad PTSD, and I think it was the dark, because all that happened in the dark.
New data from the Consumer Product Safety Commission shows more than 10,000 fireworks-related injuries last year, 73% during the month around the 4th of July holiday. 11 people died.
The most common injuries were caused by firecrackers, sparklers, and mortars.
This demonstration shows how devastating injuries can be.
If you are going to have fireworks, light them one at a time on a flat surface. Have a bucket of water just in case there's a problem. Never relight a dud.
I would say I have anywhere from 75 to 80% of my strength back.
The Beals want others to know even if you take every precaution like they did, things can go wrong.
I hope if anything out of all this, I can save somebody this year or make somebody think twice about being safer about fireworks. I would not want anybody to see somebody go through what I went through.
It's a great holiday and we love for what it stands for, but leave the pyro shows to the professionals.
That is the safest way to enjoy fireworks on the 4th. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Still to come on THV 11 News at noon, an Amazon delivery driver learns firsthand how quickly heat exhaustion can hit. Scott?
Yeah, it's a real concern here in the natural state today, again tomorrow, but there is relief in the sight. I think this heat wave is going to let up. We'll take a look at the timing and what rain chances are heading our way coming right up.